Welcome students. In our last video, we learned Unit 2.4 An Epitome of Courage, the passage based on the life of Dr. Stephen Hawking. Now today's video, we are going to learn English workshop of this passage. We will solve the activities which are given in this workshop. So first activity is there, match the following. There is group A and group B. You have to match group A with the information given in group B. Direct answers are given here. First, Galileo, the greatest scientist 300 years before Hawking. Second, Dr. Stephen Hawking, the greatest scientist of this century. Third, black holes, the concept which helped Stephen to get his PhD. And fourth, Stephen's favorite subjects, music and mathematics. Next activity, you have to complete the web chart and you have to write the qualities of Dr. Stephen Hawking. Some qualities I am giving here. First, he is courageous. Second, he is intelligent. Third, he is humble. Fourth, he is down to earth. He is optimistic and he is undaunted. All these qualities we have learned from this passage. There are other qualities also given in this passage. Try to find out those qualities. For example, 6 qualities I am giving here. Now next activity, homographs. What do you mean by homographs? In homographs, same is the spelling. Means homographs, the word spelling is same, but what is different? But the meaning of the word is different. Means homographs means pairs of words that are spelled and pronounced the same but have different meanings in different contexts. For example, here are some examples of homographs. Use the following words in 2 different contexts. For example, first, couple. The first meaning of word couple is two or a pair, and second meaning, two people in a relationship means marriage. Then we will see some sentences using these words. First, I ate couple of mangoes. Second, they make a beautiful couple. Next words, mind. One meaning is brain and second meaning is not to bother about something. Sentences, my mind is full of wonderful ideas. I hope you don't mind me working here. Next words, space. First meaning is area and second meaning is out of earth. Sentences using these words, I have a lot of space in my room. And second, I am fascinated by the wonders of space. Sound, noise. And next sound, someone who has a stable mind. For example, the sound of the speakers did not seem right. And second, Raj completed his task because of sound judgment. Next words, left. First meanings left side and second meaning went away. Examples, my left hand is paining today Second example, my parents left for the party an hour ago. Now observe these words, the spelling of words. For example, couple, couple. Spelling is same but meaning is different. These types of words are called homographs. Here are some words and sentences are given here. Try to find out all other homographs and try to find out their different meanings also. Now, next activity, language study, word chain. As all of you know that how to complete the word chain. First, we have to complete the word chain of adjectives. First word is given here, cruel. In word chain, we have to write the next word which begins with the last letter of given word. For example, here one word is given, cruel. Its last letter is L. So our next word will begin with L. For example, long. Now in this word last letter is G. So next word begins with G. Good. In this word last letter is D. So our next word begins with D. Dark. In this word last letter is K. So our next word begins with kind. Now all these are adjectives. This is the word chain of adjective. Now second word chain, nouns. First word is given here, medicine. Its last letter is E. So our next word begins with the letter E, engineer. Its last letter R. So next word begins with R, ring. Last letter G. So our next letter begins with the letter G, glass. And in this word last letter is S. So our next word begins with S, C. Now next word chain of verbs. First verb is given here, grow. The last letter of verb is W. So our next verb begins with the letter W, want. Its last letter is T. So our next verb begins with the letter T, talk. Then last letter K, and our next word is begins with K. The verb is keep. And in this verb P is the last letter. So our next word begins with the letter P, pick. Now next word chain, any word. You can write any word in this word chain. Means you can write adjective, noun, verb, adverb, any kind of word in this word chain. For example, first word is given here, physics. It ends with the letter S. So our next word begins with the letter S, small. In this word, last letter is L. So next word begins with L, lamp. In this word, P is the last letter. So our next word begins with P, paint. And in this word, last letter is T. So our next word begins with T, train. These are some examples of word chain. You can write your own words also and complete the word chain. Now next activity, convert the following sentences into exclamatory sentences. All of you have learned the conversion of sentences into exclamatory sentences. Here are some examples. First sentence is given here. Dr. Hawking is a very humble man. If in given sentence a or an article is used, then our exclamatory sentence begins with the word what. What a humble man Dr. Hawking is, and at the end of sentence you have to give exclamatory mark. Second sentence, he was very clumsy. In this sentence, there is no use of a or an article. So our exclamatory sentence begins with the word how. How clumsy he was. And at the end, there is exclamatory mark. Third sentence, he was very simple and intelligent. In this sentence also, there is no a or an article is used. So our sentence begins with how. How simple and intelligent he was. And at the end, there is exclamatory mark. Next sentence, courage is a truly wonderful thing. In this sentence, article A is used. So our sentence begins with the word what. What a wonderful thing courage is. And at the end, there is exclamatory mark. Don't forget to give or to write exclamatory mark at the end of the sentence while you are changing the sentences into exclamatory sentences. Now next activity, convert into interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences means you have to convert sentences into question form. For example, the prognosis was bad. In this type of sentences, you have to make verbal question or yes no question. For example, was the prognosis bad? Our question begins with the verb was. So it is called verbal question or yes no question. Was the prognosis bad? And at the end of the sentence, there is a question mark. Next sentence, Stephen decided to continue his research. In this sentence, decided is the past tense form of the verb. Our sentence begins with the word did. Did Stephen decide to continue his research? We begin our sentence with did. So, while using the verb decide, we have to use main form of the verb, that is decide. Don't use decided, means past tense form of the verb again while you are making the question. Did Stephen decide to continue his research? And at the end, there is question mark. Without question mark, your sentence is incomplete. Next sentence, there are many people who display exemplary courage. Are there many people who display exemplary courage? At the end, there is question mark. His mind would soar up into space like light. Would his mind soar up into space like light? At the end, there is question mark. These are the sentences. We convert them into interrogative sentences, means we make yes, no or verbal questions. Try to make interrogative sentences on your own. Find out some sentences from the passage and convert them into question form. All these sentences, types of sentences, you have already learned. So here is only the revision of these types of sentences. Some activities we have solved here in this our workshop. There are 2 to 3 activities which you have to write on your own. Write all these activities in your notebook. We will see them afterwards. Okay? Thank you.